I'm so excited. Welcome to the Excellionaires Podcast. And this is where we equip you with the tools and mindset and training so that you can live fully, impact deeply, and give generously. And today we have a very special co-host, Jenna Stone. Every Monday, we will be doing your Monday morning wake-up call and equipping you with all you need to be successful for the week. And she's here to share all the mindset tips and strategies that helped her get to $2.5 million a year. And she just hit 100K a month in October with the Legacy Builder program. So welcome, Jenna.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. Just came back from a cruise, so I have a little bit of a sore throat, but I've been doing interviews and whatnots, and you know what? We're going to push through this. So I hope I sound okay, not like a bullfrog, but I'm so excited to be here. Thank you, Anne, for inviting me. And
You're
yes,
so welcome.
going forward, we're partners every morning, 7 a.m. We're going to come to you live, and I'm so excited to be here.
So, Jenna, I just want to kick it off with you. What do you want to share with people today? How do you get your morning set up, your week set up so that you hit the ground running when a Monday comes? What are your best tips for getting the week started off right?
Awesome. I'm going to share, and then I'm going to have you share, okay? Because I'm going to ask you some questions as well.
Yes.
So I love getting up every morning, doing my affirmations. I'm very thankful and grateful to God first and above, and to the universe for always providing, not only for me, but for each and every one of us, the opportunity to excel. I love the name of this podcast, Excellionaires, because that's what we are. Um, I absolutely wake up every morning. Like I said, I'm grateful. I do my prayers. Then I start my day by making my bed, taking a shower, going for a walk to kind of plan out my day. There's two theories that I have. Some people wake up like a pinball theory, and other people wake up like a planning theory. Pinball is like, bing, I got to get up and do my laundry. Bing, I got to take a shower. Bing, bing, bing. And they do that all day long. They just like ping, 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 like a pinball machine. But when you plan your day, believe it or not, you feel more productive because you're doing things in a systematic way. Human beings are orderly humans. We are. We think we want like total freedom. But you know what? If you leave yourself to your own devices to do nothing all day, to just do nothing, you're going to wind up being A, bored, or B, get into trouble. Either overeat or overshop or something. So we're
Yep.
orderly human beings. We need some type of order and discipline in our lives. So people will say, I am the laziest disciplined person. First of all, I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Jenna Stone, and I didn't even get a chance to introduce myself, assuming that everybody knows who I am. I absolutely love the online space. I'm a retired school teacher. The reason I got into the online space was to make more money, just like anybody else, right? But more importantly, the breadwinner, which was my husband, he got into a car accident, and I was pushed into this industry because I was tired of selling cars part-time, waitressing part-time. Anything you could imagine part-time was great. But you know what? You can't even outperform yourself because money is to be made, but money, you should be working, not working for your money, but money should be working for you. So I learned that the hard way. When I got online, I started to learn how to make some passive income, and I love this online digital space. So back to where I was saying my routine, I'm the laziest disciplined person because I come to realize that even as a retired school teacher now, I can't just go off with days without doing anything. I mean, when I was on vacation, I had no social media. I still earned. So I wanted to prove to myself that you don't need to be married to your phone to make money. Yeah, you don't need to be on social media 24/7 to make money. You deliver value to the marketplace. And in 2024, 2025, you're going to make money, period. As long as you're providing value and you're creating that value, or you're creating the education that people need, you'll always have a job. You'll always make money. So that is my routine. I get up and then I go for a walk. I clear my head and I plan my day. When I plan my day, it is because I know that I have certain things I want to accomplish. I break up my day into 3 days. I don't know if you do that, Anna, but I do. And I know that you're a super achiever and high achiever. but I have to get 3 days out of every day. That's why I hit leaderboards. That's why I
Wow.
am an overachiever. That is why I've hit $100,000 in October when it was probably a slower month for many. Um, I have hit multiple millions of dollars online on purpose. I design my life on purpose. I live on the ocean with my family on purpose. If you
Yeah.
don't design your life on purpose, you're living life for someone else.
Mhm.
So how do I divide my 3 days into one? And then I'm gonna kick it back to you. Number one, I wake up at 5 a.m. From 5 to 12 noon is one day. That's right. From 5 a.m. to 12 noon is one day. I see you writing notes, Anne. Take good notes. 12 to 5 p.m. is my second day. 12
Mm.
noon to 5 p.m. is my second day. So I have certain goals I need to accomplish from 5 to 12, certain goals I need to accomplish from 12 to 5. And then my third day in that one day is from 5 p.m. to 12 midnight. Now, I never make it to 12 midnight. In fact, last
Mm.
night I was in bed by 8:30, but
Yep.
that's okay. That's
Mhm.
okay. Because even if I get 2.5 days into my one day, while everyone else is just working on that one day, I'm still doubling my averages of being greater than great.
Mm.
So I absolutely love getting up early, getting things accomplished, and feeling productive. And I knock out the hard stuff first so that the easy stuff, because your brain juice starts to go down during the day.
Mhm.
You're freshest in the morning. So get the stuff done in the morning that is, annoying you right now. That you have to get done, the most productive things. And then as the day goes on, do the easier things. Like at night, I will do my emails. I'll get back to my emails. I'll respond to my messenger all day long, because I just got back from vacation. But usually messenger and emails at the end of the day.
Yeah.
As long as people, as long as you get back to them within the day, they're okay with that. They know you have a life. And wealthy people are busy people. This I do very part time, as you
Mhm.
do, two
Mhm.
hours a day. That's
Mhm.
it. Then I
Yep.
have a whole other life outside the office, right?
There's a
So,
saying that the inbox are other people's priorities. So you want
yes,
to get to your priorities first before you get to other people's priorities.
absolutely. I love that. So
Mhm.
take it away, Anne. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What brought you into the online space? We both have one thing in common, which is the Legacy Builders
Mhm.
900. We
Mhm.
absolutely love it. Tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about how you got started, because I know our paths cross, and you are actually in my digital school, which I'll tell you, that has been a breath of
Oh,
fresh air because
yes.
I meet such amazing people. And when
Yes.
we go to the digital school, we actually get to be ourselves, right? And exchange
Mhm.
ideas, which is great. So tell us a little bit about where you came from, your humble beginnings, how you got here, and why did you choose this particular program above all else?
Yeah. So we are immigrants from Vietnam, and we came to the United States in 1991, in New Jersey, and struggled growing up. Right, like my parents didn't really speak English, pushed me to work hard. I became a pharmacist. I realized I wasn't really helping people, giving them pills, and I wanted to do something different for myself. I started being a consultant online, but I couldn't figure out marketing and how to market myself effectively. So that's when I decided to go into the digital marketing space. I learned how to build websites. I learned how to do podcasting. I had a podcast that had 500,000 downloads over 6 months. I learned affiliate marketing. I learned, how to create my own products, but I wasn't ever really successful, right? And then I also started doing Facebook and Instagram advertising, paid Google ads, and even TikTok ads. And it wasn't until the Legacy Builder program when I actually was able to be successful online in a very short amount of time. And it taught me the skills to do social media marketing. Even though I run ads for a multi-billion-dollar international hospitality brand right now, paid ads is totally different. And actually, the paid ads are slowly fatiguing brands that I talked to. I was at a mastermind recently in Tulum. And there are brands that are spending $250,000 a month in advertising, and they're losing money because they don't know how to connect with their customers and with the correct messaging. And so with this program, it's teaching me and the people, normal everyday people, the skills to be relatable so that they can reach their audience. And smaller creators are outperforming big brands these days
Wow.
because of how relatable they are. And so, I picked the Legacy Builder program because I saw so many. I spent more than my pharmacy education on online education. I've bought so many courses, so many coaching programs, and nothing ever helped me be as successful as this program. And it's so plug and play, so easy. Like anybody who's willing to just learn can do it, right? And so, yeah, that's and I'm excited to be able to help more people, like reach people that they're willing to help. And what's important to me is for people to live their lives that they want to live, and to be able to impact other people's lives, and then also to give back, right? It's really important to me that people are able to give back. And when we make more, we can give back to the causes that are meaningful to us. And so that's what the Excellionaires brand is about, is to live fully, impact deeply, and give generously. So that's
I love that. I love that. And you know what? I love the fact that you just hit the nail on the head. Educational learning is a multi-billion, soon to be $1 trillion a day industry. And that's my little baby in the background. So that's Bentley. He's a pup and he likes to be part of the show. But I was reading as a college professor myself, an ex-college professor. Students, they're not enrolling like they used to. A lot of these colleges that were very prestigious, I mean, they are catering to people getting jobs. And what happens is a lot of people just don't want a regular job anymore.
Nope.
They want to be creative. They don't want to be pigeonholed, asked to be raising their hand to be able to take a vacation.
And Jenn Marie said, like, you can make a living with a job, but you can be really wealthy with self-education. Or formal education will give you a job, but self-education will make you a millionaire. And if I had to do it all over again, I actually don't think I would have gone down that route. Like I would have straight out learned a trade, started being an entrepreneur at an early age. I don't think I would have put myself hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt going to pharmacy school.
Right. Absolutely. I actually went and got my MBA, but it was paid for by a company that I was working for. So I was like a working student. I went to college. And what's funny is that, people don't know this. I had like a panic attack, anxiety attack after high school because I was pretty much top of my class and everybody thought I was going to do wonderful and great things.
Wow.
I did go on to do wonderful and great things, but most of my notoriety appeared online than just offline. So what happened was, I was broke out in a cold sweat. I was upstate. We had a Catskill farmhouse, and nobody in my family went to college. My father and my mother was from Greece, and my father was from here. And what was he was an entrepreneur. Greeks are entrepreneurs, okay, yes, by nature. So his whole thing was like, you're not going to get stuck in the restaurant business. You're going to college. And nobody in my family, there was no mentor. There was nobody to ask what is college and whatnot. So I almost went to secretarial school because that was the thing in my day. If you don't know what to do, go to a trade school. And those girls that went to secretarial school, like a Woods or whatever, at that time, Catherine Gibbs, became, $100,000 assistants in today's times, right? Some of them even more, because that whole breed is like of having that assistant is still really a great job. So I'm not discounting anything. But last minute, I said, you know what? I'm not going to go to secretarial school. I'm going to go to college and figure it out. And that's what college is. You figure it out. But at 17 or 18 years old, you don't even know who you are. And I graduated a year before because I was born at the end of the year. So I started school at 4 years old, 4.5 years old. So I know it's crazy. So I was the youngest in my school all the time in the class. So I felt under mature, but I went to college and I got like a political science degree. Don't ask me. I hate politics. I just got political science because I didn't know what else to do. Right. It was actually political science and economics. Well, anyway, I started to teach shortly thereafter. So I was a young teacher. I didn't need a master's. And I taught proprietary colleges. And I taught a lot of colleges later for regular subjects with my proprietary colleges because I kept having that thought in the back of my head that these girls can make a lot of money, right? So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, I did that for a little bit, and I actually placed them in great jobs, top legal firms, top accounting firms. They made a life for themselves, which was plentiful, more so than college degree kids. College degree kids were getting 20 grand back then, or
Mm-hmm.
15 grand. These girls were making 50 and 60 and 100 grand. It was crazy.
Yep.
Anyways, so I started to realize the real world is where it's at. So I actually went and worked for law firm because I thought I'll go to law school, right? LA law was big back in the 80s. And I was like, I'm going to be dressed up in a suit and do cases and whatnot. And I went to realize in the legal world that it was not like that. You're stuck in
Mm-hmm.
the library researching cases after cases. I was like, oh my God, this is totally opposite of what I want to do. So
Mm.
it's funny how you go through that ins and outs of, figuring it out. But you know what? At the end of the day, you're always growing, right?
Yep.
So college allows you to grow. I went on
Mm-hmm.
to get my MBA, but it was 100% paid for. That was $100,000 degree that was
Mm-hmm.
paid for by my company. So I never went into student debt. To this day, my kids never had to go into any student loans because I guided them correctly. And they're
Mm-hmm.
all high upper echelon jobs. Like one's an engineer, one's has her own studio, entrepreneur, right? But got her master's in visual arts. And then my
Mm-hmm.
son is studying to be a child therapist, master's. So what I'm saying is they went the traditional job route because they still have an entrepreneurial flair. I guess I always had an entrepreneurial flair too. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, the reason I chose Legacy Builders is because it gives you the opportunity to have an entrepreneurial flair to this world of digital marketing.
Yeah.
And
And
so,
people
yes,
can do it while they're at a full-time job. I'm still at a full-time job and I'm doing it. And something you said struck me was like, it takes 10 years to be an overnight success. So people don't
yes,
see the struggles and all the things that we've tried. They just see, oh wow, she blew up in 6 months or whatever. Well, they
right,
didn't see all the things that you tried before. But
absolutely.
you said everything is
And
figure outable.
exactly, everything's figureoutable. And what you said was great because um, the gentleman, I forgot, Jules LeBron, he
Mhm.
just hit with, or she just hit with that a little while ago with the demure, everything is mindful, everything's demure. They don't realize that she's been posting content on social media for over 12 to 15 years. I think it's
Mhm.
the range, it might even be 10 years. I've been posting content since 2009. So when people
Mhm.
say, oh, Jenna, she's got a huge following. It's because I kept providing value all these years. Nobody's an overnight success. But if
Mhm.
you help people, God helps you, right? If you help more people help other people becomes an epidemic. And that's what I love about you and I. We collaborated because we are very like minded. We love the program because it's helping people, it's not
Mhm.
just helping our pocket. I
Mhm.
helped two people today get on board with 900. And
Mhm.
they started right away, and I'm excited to see their growth. I get more excited when people join me than me
Yeah.
getting the 900s. I mean, it's
Mhm.
crazy. And the
Yes.
thing that I
Other
love
people's
about
wins are much more exciting than our own.
exactly. And the thing that
Mhm.
I love about Legacy is that it's interactive, and our community is what sets it above the rest. The DCG community is huge. It's like going to Harvard or going
Mhm.
to a game. But
Mhm.
our smaller community within the community is what makes it so special because we do give that one on one attention. I see how you are with your clients. I
Mhm.
know how I am with mine. It's
Mhm.
not just a program in isolation because a lot of people are still struggling with the program. And it's
Mhm.
because they haven't found their niche, they haven't found their customers, they haven't branded themselves like you and I
Mhm.
have.
Mhm.
So, the secrets to success here, I'm going to share one organic tip because I know we're going to wrap it up at 7:30, and then we're going to leave cliffhangers for next week, right? And then
Yep.
you can share what's work with the paid world.
Mhm.
One organic tip that I'm going to share with you is that don't make it about the money. Don't chase profits. Chase passion. Chase this business to make money because you're helping people become real moms to their kids, real dads to their kids. I know you don't have kids, Anne. I know
Mhm.
I have three. But you know what, though? These people out there like me who got burnt out trying
Mhm.
to juggle a job and juggle kids and juggle ailing parents. Both my parents are deceased. I had to fight with my boss back in the day to spend time with my kids, to spend time with my family. I said, you know what? Fire me. I would walk out of my job. And it wasn't my teaching job at that time, because remember, my teaching job was during the day. I also had the car dealership. And so what happens is you wind up making all these concessions for people. And at the end of the day, the most important people are your family above all. So if you're out there and you're hearing this message, time waits for no one. I was grateful I was able to have both my parents with me, and not put them in a nursery home, right? So my sister and myself, we helped to nurse them to the best of our ability until they passed, but at least they passed with dignity. Having small kids, 3 kids under 3 years old. I mean, 1, 2, and 3, that's how they were, right? 2.5 years, 3 kids. That's not easy. Plus balancing a job. Remember, I was the sole provider for a little bit because my husband lost his job due to the accident. These are real, everyday, heroic stories. I don't see myself as a hero to anyone but myself. You have to be the hero in your story. It's your story to write. And helping people get out of this rut of going to work to pay for bills, to pay for student loans that they can't afford, just to wake up the next day and do it over and over and still feel broke is so sad to me. That's my crusade, to help as many people as possible to be able to live a life of dignity, where you can take your kids to Disneyland in the middle of, whatever is going on in your job. Who cares? I used to build my vacations around my kids' school vacations. So summer times, Christmas time, any holiday, I did it to save my job, right? And it was good as a school teacher. I was able to do it. Even in the car business that I spent time in, trying to make ends meet, they even couldn't stop me, because you're an entrepreneur there. You don't work, you don't get paid. With school, yes, you get paid, but with every other job, if you sold life insurance like I did, you didn't show up for appointments, somebody else had that appointment. You lost money. Here online, I don't feel like I lose money. I feel like I'm helping so many people that even if I lost a customer to somebody else, like yourself or whoever, I feel like that's okay. You're entitled to take that time off. Money doesn't sleep, but you do. Money doesn't take vacation, but you do. With legacy, what I found, and this is my only organic tip for today, and then we'll leave it for next week, and then I'm gonna let you tell yours. And again, cliffhangers every single week, because that's how we're gonna do, like edge of night, edge of the next podcast. So, so organically, you need to connect with as many people as possible at any given day. Don't worry about the money. If they want what you have, they will ask you for it. We do not chase, we attract. How do we attract? By giving our authentic self and giving them raw, true value, learning value that they can't get anywhere else. Your organic tip, Miss Anne.
Yes. So,
not organic, sorry, your paid tip, sorry.
Yes. So I run ads for brands, and here's the thing. They're shifting from paid strategies to organic strategies, because what's working is, the organic stuff, the connecting, right? Where you can record a video and it's not like in front of your face, but on the side. It feels like, you're listening into a conversation that you're not supposed to be a part of, right? If you're a fly on the wall in a conversation that you're not supposed to be a part of, it connects people really quickly. So one quick tip I have is, when you're recording content, record the side, or when you're going for a walk, record the side, because then it just feels more intimate. And those are the things that people are taking, the organic pieces of content that are working, and they're using it in their advertising, because people want to feel connection with other people. If it feels produced, if it feels rehearsed, people just block it out. It's almost 2025. People are used to seeing ads every single day. So when it feels very intimate, very unproduced, very like, oh my gosh, I'm just shooting it while sitting in the car or going for a walk or whatever, you feel like you're being invited into someone's life. And so the more intimate that you can do your content, and the more it just doesn't feel like an ad, the more you will connect with people.
Awesome. I have one question. Somebody asked me, is this recorded?
Yes, this is recorded and we will share it out.
Okay.
It will be on iTunes and Spotify and Google Play as well.
Okay. I know it's 7:30 and our podcast is over. This has been incredibly informative and thank you so much. I have one question again. How do we see the questions that they're asking? Do we answer them later?
That's a great question. Oh, wait, there's a private chat I just was seeing. Thank you. Now I can see the chat. Shannon says, thank you. You opened Digital Wealth School. Yes, Digital Wealth School is amazing.
It is 197 one time, 197 one time, digitalwealthschool.com. Thank you, Shannon. Yes.
Yes. And Jenny said she was tired of feeling broke and never getting ahead. That's why she joined. Tired of being sad and nervous. I hear you, girl.
Awesome.
For the people listening, go to excellionaires.com, put in your email, and you will get a $100 gift card to a restaurant savings card just as a thank you for your time. And we'll send you lots of other goodies in the future. And next Monday, we'll be back again and giving you your Monday morning wake up call. So
awesome. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you for co-hosting with me. And I'll tell you one thing, your life, I can say something real quick. One motivational tip to go and then we're out. Your past tense is not your life sentence. Mm-hmm. You have every day to be great. Mm-hmm. Go out there and make it your best day ever. And you're going to attract people that you never thought would get attracted to you. This program, Legacy Builders, is amazing. But our program is to help you build your skills so that you can conquer anything that you touch. Thank you again, Anne, for your time. This has been great. Have a great day, everyone. Love you all.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
So I just